Today, our topic is the secret to long-term happiness. Happiness is something everyone wants, but not everyone knows how to find it, especially the kind that lasts. Many people think happiness comes from having money, success, or things like cars, houses, or the latest gadgets. But if you look closely, you'll see that these things only bring short-term joy. True, long-term happiness comes from something deeper, something inside us. It comes from how we think, how we live, and how we see the world. Let's talk about what really brings lasting happiness and how you can find it in your own life. First, let's talk about expectations. Many people are unhappy because they expect too much from life. They think, if I get this job, I'll be happy. Or if I find the perfect partner, I'll be happy. But life doesn't always go the way we plan. When things don't work out, they feel disappointed and sad. This is where Stoicism can help. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. It reminds us that we can't control everything in life, but we can control how we react to it. If you lower your expectations and accept that life will have ups and downs, you'll be much happier. Instead of expecting everything to be perfect, focus on finding joy in small things. A beautiful sunrise, a kind word from a friend, or a moment of quiet can bring happiness if you let it. Next, let's talk about gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for long-term happiness. When you focus on what you have instead of what you don't have, you start to see how rich your life already is. Many people spend their lives chasing more and more money, more success, more things, but they never stop to appreciate what they already have. Take a moment every day to think about the good things in your life. It could be your health, your family, your friends, or even the fact that you have food to eat and a place to live. When you practice gratitude, you train your mind to see the positive side of life, and this can make you much happier in the long run. Another important part of long-term happiness is living in the present moment. Many people spend too much time thinking about the past or worrying about the future. They regret things they did or didn't do, or they stress about what might happen tomorrow. But the truth is, the only moment you truly have is now. The past is gone, and the future is not guaranteed. If you want to be happy, you need to learn to live in the present. Enjoy the moment you're in right now. Whether you're eating a meal, talking to a friend, or walking in nature, try to fully experience it. Don't let your mind wander to other things. When you live in the present, you'll find that life is much richer and more fulfilling. Let's also talk about relationships. Humans are social beings, and we need connections with others to be happy. But not all relationships are good for us. Some people bring us down while others lift us up. To find long-term happiness, it's important to surround yourself with people who support you, encourage you, and make you feel good about yourself. Spend less time with people who are negative or who always complain. Instead, focus on building strong, positive relationships with people who care about you. And remember, relationships take work. You need to give time, attention, and love to the people in your life if you want those relationships to last. Another key to long-term happiness is purpose. Many people feel lost or unhappy because they don't have a sense of purpose in their lives. They go through the motions every day, but they don't feel like they're doing something meaningful. If you want to be happy, you need to find something that gives your life meaning. This could be your job, a hobby, volunteering, or taking care of your family. It doesn't have to be something big or important to the world. It just has to matter to you. When you have a purpose, you wake up every day with a reason to live, and this can bring you a deep sense of happiness. Now let's talk about self-care. You can't be happy if you don't take care of yourself. This means eating well, exercising, getting enough sleep, and taking time to relax. It also means taking care of your mental health. If you're always stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, it's hard to be happy. Find ways to manage your stress, whether it's through meditation, yoga, or just spending time in nature. And don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary if you want to live a happy, healthy life. Another important part of long-term happiness is acceptance. Life is full of challenges, and you can't avoid them all. But you can choose how you deal with them. Instead of fighting against things you can't change, try to accept them. This doesn't mean you have to like everything that happens to you, but it does mean you can choose to let go of resistance. When you accept things as they are, you free yourself from a lot of unnecessary suffering. Acceptance is a powerful tool for finding peace and happiness, even in difficult times. Let's also talk about giving. Many people think happiness comes from getting things, money, success, possessions. But the truth is, giving can bring even more happiness than receiving. When you give to others, whether it's your time, your money, or your kindness, you create a sense of connection and purpose. Giving reminds us that we're all part of something bigger, and this can bring a deep sense of joy. So if you want to be happy, try to give more. It doesn't have to be something big. Even small acts of kindness can make a big difference. Finally, let's talk about mindset. Your mindset, the way you think about life, has a huge impact on your happiness. If you have a negative mindset, you'll always find something to complain about. But if you have a positive mindset, you'll see opportunities and joy even in difficult situations. Cultivating a positive mindset takes practice, but it's worth it. Start by paying attention to your thoughts. When you notice negative thoughts, try to replace them with positive ones. Over time, this will become a habit, and you will find that you're much happier. In conclusion, the secret to long-term happiness isn't about having more money, success, or things. It's about how you think, how you live, and how you see the world. It's about lowering your expectations, practicing gratitude, living in the present, building strong relationships, finding purpose, taking care of yourself, accepting life's challenges, giving to others, and cultivating a positive mindset. If you focus on these things, you'll find that happiness isn't something you have to chase, it's something you can create, right here and right now. So, start today. Take small steps toward a happier life, and remember, true happiness comes from within.